Hi, my name is David, and I'm going to walk you through how I solved the CSWP practice problem 12.7. So for this problem, we're going to start in the top view and draw this contour here, which all of the dimensions are coming off of. So let's get started in the top plane. And for this video, and hopefully future ones as well, I'm going to add a volume sensor so that you can see what the volume is like along the way and hopefully pin down any mistakes that you might have. Alright, so we're going to start by creating a center line with length 78, and we'll just make sure that the midpoint is coincident to the origin. And then draw half of that contour. And actually what I'll do is I'll just kind of stop right there and start dimensioning some of this. So, oops, from here across the center line is 44. This radius is 15. This radius is 15. And the angle from here to the center line is going to be 5 degrees. Got it shot over all the way over there. Let me bring it back. Okay, and then we can finish off by putting an arc here. And we just want to make sure that the center of this arc is coincident to this center line, because we want the arc to come in perpendicular so that it'll come out perpendicular, so that there's not like a corner right here. It'll just come swooping through when we mirror it across. Then we also have to set up a tangent relation right here. And let's see, what else do we have to do? Oh, we have to actually dimension this guy. 75. Okay, so fully defined, we can select all this, mirror entities, and then right-click, select chain for this guy, and then offset entities, 3 millimeters. And that'll be the lip part of it, that little rim part. And if we look at the hints, it says there's no draft on the midline rim. So this midline rim right here, there's no draft. But this part, there is a draft. And we'll handle that draft as we do the extrusion. So first let's extrude the rim. And when we extrude the rim, we're going to extrude everything that's inside of the rim's contour. So everything that's inside. And that way there won't be any gap between the rim and this drafted inner part. Because if we don't make the rim go all the way in, there might be a little gap that opens up in between. That happened to me once when I was doing this problem. Okay, so we're going to extrude. And for the contours, we're going to select this contour right here, this outer rim contour, make sure we get everything inside. And we'll extrude that up half of 7, because we're going to be mirroring this to create the other half of 7. Then go back in and extrude the inner part. So let me get rid of this and select this inner contour. Extrude this up half of 65. And we'll do the drafting right now. So there's a 3-degree draft, 3-degree draft, and we can do that while we do the boss extrudes. We'll just bundle it into here rather than creating a separate draft feature later. Okay, so that looks good. And yeah, so there's no gap in between here. Like if I had just created the rim part, then because the draft angles this face, there would be a little gap that opens up, but here there isn't, so that's good. Okay, and you can see that this is solid along here. Oh, and I forgot to hit Control Q to update the volume, so here's a quick volume check along the way. Now we can fill at the top. So the fillet should be 5, and we're going to get this whole top part here. Volume check. And then we can mirror all of this about the top plane. And I'll just grab this body here and hit enter, and there we go. So looking at the traditional mass properties as well, we've got 385,799.23, and if we look at the answer key, 385,799 cubic millimeters, so nailed it. Excellent. Well, thanks so much for watching this video. Take care and keep studying.